Welcome to Twas the Knife Before Christmas live discussion. Hope everybody's having a wonderful week. It's hump day. It's my favorite commercial. What day is it? What day is it?
I just finished the book up like this morning.
I finished my reread of it today.
Yeah, I was like, well, last night it was like last night, and I was like, somebody I'd seen something, and I was like, oh, wait, tomorrow's Wednesday.
And I had really, the funny part is I remembered all the mundane details. Like I remember
Yeah,
Cookie and Theodore and the calendar and all this stuff, but I could not remember for the life of me who the murderer was. And I was like, but I remembered like
I
all
kept
the
thinking I kind of knew. I was like, I think kind of, but like I don't remember that Scooter guy for nothing either. I was like, who in the world, Scooter?
yeah, it was just it was really interesting that like that part I couldn't remember, but I was like I was Julie and Lindsay reminded us of it during her live, whatever that was, last week or the week
Yeah.
before. But I think the part where um Caroline is talking about um the date being handsy, and she's like, oh, he's not that bad. And Cookie goes, the word you're looking for is stalker. When she's talking about him, I thought that was hilarious. She's like, he's a nice guy. No, the word you're looking for is stalker.
Yeah, it was like before when Julie and Lindsay was talking about Scooter and some of the other ones in her life. I was like, who in the heck is Scooter? It's like I could not remember that character. And I think she said something about like it's because she didn't put him in like the next one, I think, or whatever, because she said something about I need to put Scooter in a little bit more. That reminded her when she went back that I like forgot all about Scooter.
Yeah, she was like, everybody was like writing to me and was like, where's Scooter? And she's like,
Like
he
who
was
is
like a one-shot character that like she just kind of wrote in. Yeah. So I'm gonna say hi to everybody. I do want to say this particular cozy, I think, has one of my favorite scenes of a body being discovered.
Oh
Of
yeah.
cozy. I say that every time, but I mean, I just think it was so unique. You'll have to. Cajun said, "Hi everyone, excited to talk about one of my favorite series from one of my top 5 favorite authors, or top 3
Three.
favorite authors. Sorry. Tell us, everyone, what you rated it."
Cajun is your top three like Jacqueline Frost, Julie and Lindsay, and Brie Baker.
Right. And then Julia Chase and no.
And Julia,
I'm gonna guess. Ooh, no, I'm not. I'm not gonna even try to attempt Cajun's favorites.
I would say that whoever wrote that Papa Priscilla's is probably one of her favorites because I
Oh,
think
Patty
she's read.
Benning.
Yeah, I think she's read like all of hers or a lot of that one.
Okay.
That's my guess for at least one of them.
Hey, Jen. Hey, Jennifer. It's good to see you. She says hi, all. Hey, everyone. I'm enjoying reading this series for the second time as much as I did the first time. Me too. I mean, usually I enjoy things about the same. There are little differences, but like this one, I've enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, I think I gave it a 5 star the first time, and I'm like 5 stars the second time. I liked it just as much.
Yeah, I did too. I'm listening to it this time, and the narrator is fantastic. Yeah.
Same here. I read it the first time, and so yeah.
I really want the narrator to do Cookie in a British accent every time, though. Like, and I saw Cajun say she needs somebody to say, or Cookie to say, he's not that kind of goat or something like that. She says it somewhere. I'm like, oh yeah. Hey Danielle. I agree. Cajun narrator is awesome. I agree.
Julia and Lindsay needs a shirt that says he's not that kind of goat, and it has a goat with the Christmas tree farm.
Yeah.
And everybody will be like, what?
Oh, I also want to throw out there, and I'll throw it out early so that we have time to talk about it. But I want to make a t-shirt that says something along the lines of, Julian killed me in a book, or I mean, not that. I don't want it to be that. I want it to be more punny. So if anybody can think of it, because I'm gonna have a shirt made.
Like
Something.
my friend got killed in the cozy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I read the book.
So tell me what y'all think. Something punny or funny or cute, because I want a shirt made. I have a shirt made. I saw that somebody did something because she put somebody in a book as a love interest, I think, one time. And somebody said that Sarah was saying that somebody made a shirt or a hat or something that said, Julie and Lindsay gave me my happily ever after or something like that. And I was like, oh, but I still want to do a shirt. Yeah. Hey, Lou. It's good to see ya. Sonia says, hello, everyone. At Cajun, I agree. She also reads the Misfortune series. She's talented. Yeah.
I just seen what Sonia said for your t-shirt and it made me laugh.
Oh, good, because I want it to be something funny. I'm another Christmas Tree Farm fan who's enjoying these books for the second time around. Nice, Calf. It's so wonderful to see so many faces. Hope everyone was well. Absolutely, Sonia. Thank you. Great to see you too. Yeah. I hope that Theodora will pop in this evening. I wish there was it. Yeah. She really needs to make a calendar, like a goat calendar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she'd be surprised at how popular it would probably
Right?
be.
It's like because Amanda Flower made plush toys of Jethro, and
Mhm.
like you can't find them. She gave them away as for pre-order for one of the earlier books and in the series, and now you can't find them.
Yeah.
So just saying.
She could make a little. She could make a little goat too for her.
Yeah.
Theodore the goat. Put like reindeer antlers or something on
Right.
it.
Cajun said at Sonia with good to know another favorite series. It really does remind me of South Louisiana and the fold there. It would be great if she used a Cajun accent to narrate the books. Oh, for the Jana De Leon, got it. Yeah, he's not that kind of goat, right? Like when she's like, what was she talking about? Oh, judging something about the goat's going to judge us, and she'd say, "Oh, he's not that kind. Theodore's not that kind of goat." That's hilarious. Me too. I laughed out loud. Yeah, definitely love the Christmas hat. Yes, I have a ton of them, and so I just grabbed one, and then Cairo decided on a different one. He's on a walk, but this is the one that he was going to wear, and then he decided on it's Santa falling down a chimney. But this one's Santa and the snowman. He went with, well, his choices were all Christmas today in honor of the Christmas tree farm. But he's on a walk. So if anybody sees him, they're going to be like, that dude's wearing a Christmas tie in September or August, but whatever. Hey, gamers, good to see ya. I thought Scooter was the killer. I stink at figuring out the murderer. Not gonna lie, I kind of suspected him because I could not remember.
Yeah.
There was quite a few people that, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what it's like. I mean, he's not, it's like all of a sudden he's there and he's around her all the time and he kind of pops up in these weird spots and, so yeah.
Hey,
and
Sharon.
I think that was like Julianne Lindsay's like way of like putting in one of those little red herrings so that you think it's that person, which is why she never really thought to put him in any of the other books because, it was just there.
Yeah. Agree that, yes, it was one of the most unique, but also the most fun ways to discover a body of any cozy mystery that I read. I absolutely love
And
it.
here I thought it was a little creepy for a cozy because, they're like, surprise, look, there's the body in this big deal of candy.
It's not that it's not creepy. It's creepy. I think anytime a body just turns up is creepy. But
but usually it's like they trip over the dead body, and this one was like in a,
Yeah, the uniqueness, and I just never saw it coming. Like I never saw that we would read like a body just in a big bowl of mints.
It's like something's coming when she's like, "There's something red."
Yeah,
red. There's something red there.
As soon as somebody says that looks like a foot or anything, you're just like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah,
Yep.
it's a murder mystery. Wait, the body's coming. So yeah, it's a 4.5 for 4 stars. I love this series. Cookie is a really good side character. I
Mhm.
agree. This is my first time through the series, and I'm loving them. Yes,
Oh, that's
Danielle.
awesome.
Sonia, it was so hard for me to keep my mouth closed when you told me you thought Scooter was the killer. Yeah. I know I filmed my wrap up on Sunday of my book swap with Amy Marie, and then realized I messed up. I felt so bad. I read 4 of the 5. I was reading the 4th one, but we're not putting it up until tomorrow. But I film on Sunday. So I film on the 20th. And in my mind, I was like, I was 60% in on the 20th.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I'm way ahead of the game. I have till the 27th. No, because I'm not filming it on the 27th. It's going up on the 27th. So then here I am filming, and I'm like, I'm not finished with the book. So I had to go back in and put her thumbnail anyways. So I put my rating because I finished it. But the funny part was during the first video, I was like, oh, this person's helping them. That person's the killer. I'm like, boy, do I look like a dunce. But that's just me.
But see, that's like would be the fun about you, like
Yeah.
talking about the books that you're reading, because you're like, oh, this one's like, oh, ended up being the killer.
Yeah. Oh goodness, too funny. Cajun said, "Good point, Storm. My top 10 could easily be half Julie and Lindsay names.
Yeah,
True."
it could be.
At Jen Moody, I googled when I found out, and thought Jen is going to think I'm in it. I feel you. I feel you. Sonia.
Allergies are really bugging me tonight, y'all. So sorry, I keep scratching my nose.
Jen said, Sonia, I'd never think that. He did cross my mind early in, but I thought it was Chad the contractor. I kind of suspected them too. When he was giving the mom such a hard time, I was just, no, he just was, a contractor after all.
He's just one of those jerk contractors, and it's the holiday season, and
Tiff was a stiff and a
There.
cozy mystery.
the Christmas cozy. That's like
That is awesome.
I saw that and I was like, oh, that's funny.
Lou said, I mean, who doesn't love goats, right?
Yeah.
I know. I really do love them because I love them in this one. And then in the Amish matchmaking series, Philip and Peter are amazing. And then there's another series that has fainting goats. Besides the matchmaking, I can't think of what it is. It might be a Laura Bradford series, I feel like, but I love them all. I'm still pouting over the Jethro plush, right? Kairu decided on a different tie. Yeah, well, I set them out for him because I want him to, be in control and make his own decisions. So I set them out on the floor and give him a few choices, and then whichever one he sniffs at, I feel like obviously that's what he's choosing. I just go with it.
It's like when people have their pets pick their books or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And they put a treat on it on each one of them, and then it's like whichever one it goes to first. Well, it's usually it's the first one it sees has a treat on it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I like to think he's choosing his tie for the day.
And they're always like, no, over here, over here. They want to read that book over there. It's like, over here.
Right. Cajun said Scooter was a tad creepy, though, especially the male thing. For some reason, really skews me out. Yeah, he was socially awkward, definitely, I think, in ways. Mm-hmm. Alyssa said, evening, everyone. Hi, Alyssa. I was thinking that Scooter had something to do with Evans investigating his sister's problem in Boston. Oh, interesting.
Well, that's a good that's a good point. Yeah, because that something's going on.
I like his sister's character, Libby. Is it Libby?
Yeah,
Libby. I like her.
But since she shows up in town and then Scooter shows up in town and she's having problems, so yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. I mean, I think that was
he could have been playing dumb, but not been, playing,
Nadine, I think that was
Yeah, it's a good
um Danielle says boo in the cider shop mystery series. Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah, I knew
That's
there
the
was one
changing
somewhere.
goat that I'm thinking of. Yep. Thank you, Danielle. I need a Lou plush. I know it's a different series, but it
Yeah.
is the same author, right?
We need Lou.
I agree. Um, that's the one from the cafe, right?
Yeah.
Seaside Cafe. Yeah,
Yeah, the seagull. Yeah.
yeah.
I feel like all of her series could come with a plushie.
Oh, yeah.
There's
I
either
feel
a
like most.
cat or a goat or a pig or and then what the even the ones that she self published, there's an animal in those too,
Well,
right?
Thelma and Louise is what, a hen?
Yeah, like I was gonna say like a chicken or something, yeah.
Yeah, or a
And then
rooster
in
or something.
the Bonnie and Clyde isn't there?
Yep.
So yeah, so they can each come with
In fairness, I think almost every cozy includes a side pet. Not obviously not everyone, but most. So you could probably make that argument, which I would be okay with. Okay, yes, I agree then. That is Cairo picking his tie and may or may not have employed similar tactics with the cats. Exactly, Cajun. See? Yeah. They're more happy when they get to choose. Tiffany was dying to be in a cozy. Ooh, I like that one too. Yeah. Mm, yeah. Oh, that would be a great Etsy store for someone crafty, cozy mystery pet plushes.
yeah.
That would be. That would be. There was this coffee mug that I wanted on Etsy. It said cozy mystery armchair detective. And it was just like the picture was just a girl like in an over in a I can't speak. A girl in an overstuffed sized chair with a book reading.
Yeah.
They wanted like $35 for it. It was just a small coffee mug. And I'm like, okay, that's too much for a coffee mug. 35 bucks plus shipping? What? It
Yeah,
was so
I
cute
think
though.
like coffee mugs are usually what, like 15 or something
It was
maybe.
so cute though. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
but that is a good idea. I would shop at that Etsy store, right?
Yeah,
The
or
Etsy
like
store?
they need to make like a calendar or something that has different cozy mystery animal on each one, like for every day of
Like
the year.
publishers could do it. Like here's
Yeah,
the Kensington animals.
yeah, like
Yeah, that's a great idea. I would totally buy that before I'd buy like I don't know, fireman of the month. I mean, don't get me
yeah,
wrong.
yeah. It's like
I don't have a problem with firemen or anything, but just saying. Um,
and there's so many. I mean, they could even do like a couple on each one too, like
yeah. The Joanne Lindsay plush collection, someone called. Yeah. Yeah. Donna said, hey ladies. Hi, Donna. Tiffany literally died for a book. See? I'll stop my writing. Well, those all three are really good. All three are really good. My husband gave me a couple off. Oh man. I was gonna say you're on a roll. So besides Scooter, what else here? We heard the contractor that was, um,
well, there
and
was Samantha that they thought was
the
isn't
one
that her
throwing
name?
all the
Yeah,
stuff. she like threw
she's crazy.
coasters as like ninja stars. I was like,
I love that she bought all the cupcakes though. We started throwing- At least she bought them.
oh my goodness. Whew, that was funny. Um, yeah. Oh, Sonia said the crazy girlfriend.
Yeah.
That would be her. Yes. Yes.
And then there was it Nadia or Nadine or Natalie? There was the one guy's wife, the Brian's wife or something like that.
Oh, I don't think
They thought she was a suspect at one point in time. I know.
yeah, but I don't know that for whatever reason I didn't focus on that.
I didn't think her reason was too like
Maybe that's why because I never focused on who that was. And quite honestly, I just hope Samantha stays around. And um I
Yeah.
mean, she was a hoot. I mean, she's crazy. But who
Well, they
doesn't?
got her to calm down there at the end, I think.
Yeah,
You
they
know.
did. And small towns need a little, drama once in a while.
Yeah, and
Uh,
it's like it's been so long. I can't even remember if she was in the third one or not. So
I don't remember. I don't remember. And I felt bad because when you heard her story,
yeah,
that the family didn't think she was good enough because she was a waitress or whatever it was
yeah.
that her
She tries to better herself by buying the store
buying a
and doing
shop,
something, and then
and
it
they
still wasn't good
still,
enough. It's like
so
really,
I'm not saying that condones, throwing
yeah.
coasters as ninja stars. I'm just saying that I enjoyed it.
By that time, though, she'd had enough.
Hannah said, "Hello, making dinner. What are you making?"
And didn't she throw ornaments at them too, or something?
The
At their
first time,
car?
right? At their
She
car.
did cupcakes and
Yeah,
then
but there was something else
ornaments,
too. Yeah.
and then
Um, well, and when she threw the coasters, the poor Libby didn't know the woman, so
yeah, it's like what the heck? She warned her that she don't like me.
yeah, she did. She did. Yeah. I really like that character. I know I said it earlier, but one of the things I like because she does appear in 3, right? Libby does. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure. And I think that she lends to be a good sidekick when Carolyn's not in the picture for Holly.
yeah. Because see, I think that I think that there should have been in between the third book and the fourth book. She should have did a novella about the stuff that's happening to Libby because you find out more about that stuff in the third book. That's the only part I can remember really about the third book. Because my friend and Barb and I, we buddy read all of them, and we after the third one, we were like, I wonder if they're going to go off the Christmas tree farm or whatever it is, you know. And so I'm thinking since they didn't, that would be like a good like novella part to like.
Yeah. Well, and depending on how much she's in the fourth book,
Yeah.
there's that big time span that Julianne Lindsay knows
Yes.
she's going to have between the fourth and fifth. That a couple people I know, Cajun and somebody else gave her the idea of doing like a
Yeah.
Christmas in July novella. She could explore that because that would be fun to have them go to Boston and kind of learn more
Yeah.
about that. And yeah.
Because now, I mean, she's like, kind of like the girlfriend now, so she could go with them, and then something happens while they're in Boston.
Well, that's true. Yeah. The crazy girlfriend. Yeah. Whatever t-shirt you decide on, Tiffany, will I'll need my friend version, right? Yes. Yes. Jennifer said the one she went crazy, right, Jennifer? I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. I think that sometimes Joanne Lindsay's like reveals or like the third act conflict when we get the sleuth confronting the murderer, I think can get a little like more intense than other cozies. But I think it's because I think she mentioned this, and I do think that this is why she wrote a lot of romantic
Yeah.
suspense. Because in the first book, and then in this one too, I mean, I just think that sometimes that confrontation is a little more like whoa than you're used to. But I think it's because she,
Yeah, and it's probably hard to get that out of her head that
yeah.
the confrontation. So yeah.
Samantha Moss. Yep. I didn't know her last name, but Samantha. Yeah. Samantha Moss. Nadia West. That's who the wife was.
Yeah.
Yes, I thought it was Samantha for a while too. I guess everyone except the actual killer. I never guessed the actual killer as well. Who did guess the killer? And not like because you guessed everybody in the book. That doesn't really count, but you actually suspected. Storm, you did?
Yeah, I was pretty sure, but I mean, I had read it before, and I kept thinking, I don't know, in the back of my mind, that it was who it was. But then I was starting to wonder, towards the end, because I mean, and I think that's always good whenever you think you have a solid like person that you think it is, and then something happens, and then you're like, well, maybe it's not that person, and then it ends up being that person, and you're like, oh, see, I knew it was that person.
Brian's wife, the young little wife that was
Yeah,
used for revenge.
I thought there was a good amount of people that were suspects that could have done it because of these like little bitty things. I mean, at least I like it when there's more than just a couple because then you really have to try to narrow it down
Yeah.
for like who it was.
Yeah. I do too. Crazy girlfriend camping out where the body was found and then lobbing the decorations was so yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not condoning it, especially like, you know, I'm just saying that when she told the story at the end, I could understand where she was coming from. However, I just think she was hysterical. I mean, she just, granted, she wasn't throwing things at me. So, that clearly would
She
change.
would she would definitely be a fun character if like this was to ever like go to like Hallmark or something like that.
Yeah. I personally
Or
think they should
yeah,
just stick
Hallmark, yeah.
Ray and her together and
And I they would be funny because I mean I could just see somebody like throwing stuff. It would be funny.
oh. Angela said the girlfriend was crazy, but she brought a lot of comedy. Throwing cupcakes, sitting vigil. Yes. Yes.
Oh yeah, the sitting visual thing. Yeah, that was.
I'm happy to. I have to say, I'm happy that Ray turned out to be a
Yeah.
great guy. Yeah, and now, like I'm saying, I think him and Samantha. No, I'm not really, but
I,
yes,
I can say that I felt for him with the whole like his mom wanting to date thing, because
yeah, yeah, yeah. But he almost was stalking his own mother. Like, not almost. He just kind of was, but
he
not in
was.
the same.
Yeah, because it's like, are you stalking your mother?
Crazy makes an interesting story. People in small towns are proud of their crazy people.
Yep.
They put them out there for the world to see. Yeah, yeah. I know a friend of mine at work, and she's from Boston. She is watching Gilmore Girls for the very first time, and she's like coming in the next day. She's like, "These people are not realistic. Who would?" And I was like, "You've clearly never lived in a small town because I can tell you who each one of these characters are in real life in my town by name. You could go find them, and they're gonna be your Taylor Dosey." So I'm just saying, yeah.
It's like our town has a Facebook page or whatever it is. It's like, the thoughts and views and stuff. And I'm like, man, some of these people can be mean. It's like, the poor trash truck person. It's like they're slamming, didn't get my trash, didn't do. And it's like, poor little trash guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in my town, they kind of like so we have a paper that's like put out once a week in my small town back home. And I mean, granted, like when I say once a week, I think it's 2 pages. It's like two pages in total once a week. And they will have like small town news or like, you can put anything in there and it'll be like, Joe, you left your, watch at the hen house. Like people are like, oh, I
Oh,
mean,
now we know where Joe's been.
it's just crazy. Like, trust me, small towns are like that. I agree, Sonia. Sonia said, or throwing Christmas or yes, yes. What is it? Oh, thank you. Sorry. Alicia said, I love some. Yes, I loved her too. I can't believe I can't remember if she's in the third book. I don't remember.
Yeah,
I wonder about the cleaning ladies since they had access to Caroline's shop and they were in the victim's home a lot.
That's true.
That's
Yeah.
a good point, Danielle. That is a good point. As Lewis Grizzard said, in the South, we sit our crazy people on the porch and invite people over. Yes.
Yep.
Hey, Snazzy Moose. Good to see ya. Oh, Cairo just got back from his walk. If you hear him panting, he's oh, it's hot. Did you get water, Bubba? Does he have water, babe? Danielle or Sonia said Danielle. I agree. I thought that for a minute too about the cleaning people.
Yeah.
Butter chicken, yum. Yes. Right. Yes, there's a third book out. Yes. And then the fourth book comes out October 17th.
Yes. That's why we're going to be reading one next month, the third one. And then the fourth one is the one that Tiffany gets her demise in. That's what we're going to be, that's what we're celebrating with all this rereading and stuff like that. So.
Yeah. And Julianne will be joining us for the fourth live for like a release party / my demise. Although most of us probably won't have read it by then. Some maybe have, but it'll be more just like a release party / woohoo, I've been murdered. You know, like you do when you're murdered.
I asked my friend Barb, I was like, everybody's going to be reading the fourth book in October. Do you want to buddy read it? And she's like, yes. And because I was like, because we always buddy read that book. The book.
Oh, good. I'm looking up the third book's name. I can't remember it. So that I could tell. Oh, I would help if I would spell it.
Flashing Through the Snow?
That's the new one.
No stalking around the Christmas trees anymore.
You are right. Then it's Slashing Through the Snow. Yep, because 12 Sleighs of Christmas, 'Twas the Night Before. Yep, Slashing Through the Snow. Good one. Yep, number 3. Use be right. There you go, Lou. And we will be discussing it September. I don't know. It's a Wednesday. I'll let you know. I don't remember.
I don't either. It's like
I thought the next story would be the tie up of the drama in Boston.
See, yeah, that's what. But you get more of the Boston stuff in the third one. It gets a little intense, I think, with the Boston stuff in the third one, which is why I thought between book 3 and book 4 there should have been like a novella, unless she's gonna do more, because we don't know because we ain't read it in the fourth book. I mean, they might talk about it and tie it up in the fourth book, but I just thought that would be kind of fun to have that where they would like.
Yeah. And I think it's fun to take characters out of their natural location. I feel like that changes the dynamic, and then you see a different side of them. And I mean, I want them to go back, but
you don't want them to be like gone forever, but it's okay to like take a vacation or to do something like that, or they're outside the norm and see how they act outside of like their own small town, because they're somewhere different. You know, it's okay to be crazy in your own small town. It's different when you go out.
My friend Tiffany got whacked in a Christmas cozy and made me read it out of season. No, that made me laugh. That was good. Yes, she did say her substance. Yeah, tries to get in the cozy. Even one time her editor made her tone it down. I believe that. Yeah. I remember her saying something about that, but I do agree, because especially in the first one, I feel like the scene where she's running through the
barefoot and the
barefoot and all that. Yeah, I mean, it was like
man, wow. This is getting a little intense. Okay, it's September 27th.
Oh, good. Cool. September 27th. Joanne Lindsay can write some suspense. She makes me nervous, right? Yeah. I never go into a book trying to figure the mystery out. I start a book and then I'm like, okay, author, entertain me. I'm with you because I'm such a character-driven reader and really there for that part of it. The mystery is more like a secondary element that is fun to try to figure out, but since I don't focus. Since I can't normally, I don't normally focus on it either.
Yeah.
So I agree.
I think it depends on the cozy, because sometimes I get like pretty invested in the characters and all that stuff, and I like what's going on, and I don't really think that much about it. And then sometimes I'm like, okay, now which one of these like 4 or 5 people do I really think that. But a lot of times I can figure out why or who done it. I can't figure out why.
I saw where I'm so excited, and I know it's been in the book talk for a few days, but I saw where Laura Bradford is going to put out another Friend for Hire.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm so excited. I know it's off topic, but I'm so excited about it. When I saw that, I was just like,
well, because you left us hanging. You're not supposed to put cliffhangers in the cozy and not be able to make another one.
Yes. I like Ray and the sister together. I know the sheriff doesn't. Evan's not going to want anybody with his sister. That's just going to be the way it is, So I agree.
Just like he says, she's not going to be no cop.
Yeah. I really like Ray's character in the first book. I thought he may have been a stalker. Yeah, I think Holly thought that too. Yeah, pretty sure.
Yeah, he took a little getting used to. In this one, I think he was a lot more fun in this one.
Well, and he rescued her a little bit in this one when she, so I think that,
Well, yeah, like when she was like the dumpster thing or whatever it was and stuff, and she didn't know who to call, she's like called him and he come to her rescue. Yeah. And then was nice enough to go pick up the stuff she needed to make her jewelry.
Yeah, I Sheriff. Yeah, see, exactly.
Yeah,
I think it's still funny that Holly White refers to him as Sheriff Gray all the time. Like very rarely does she refer to him as Evan, and I'm like, that is so bizarre. Oh my God, yes, I'm from a small town. Yes, we nickname folks with Gilmore Girls names. Exactly. Or you at least know who everybody would be for sure. And everybody would be agreeing upon it right off because, yeah. Your paper is 2 pages. Pictures of deer hunters. Oh my God. So like some of the front page is so funny because one time we cut it out just as a joke because it the like front page big story one time was something like dog walks into store or something like that. I mean, it was just like the most mundane thing, but like they don't have any news going on.
Homer left the gate open.
Like, oh my goodness. My bestie meets Jesus in a Christmas cozy. Oh my gosh. Oh, Sonia, you are killing me. I hopped onto Amazon to order book 3, but geez Louise, somebody else said that the new one is $40.
That's just great. And I know it, and it's like that. What, like Crooked Lane, and they're like a small press, and a lot of times their stuff is always outrageously priced, and it's like you want people to buy this stuff, right?
Yeah, that's too much for a book, man.
Well, I mean, and it's a little book. I mean, it's not like a honking book. It's a little book.
I guess that's what I paid for it because I did pre-order. I never ever buy books anymore. I 100% because I don't collect books anymore. Yeah. Once we got rid of all of them before we moved from Illinois, I said, okay, all I kept was my books signed. I have a couple signed by Betty White, and like a couple that I got from Malice signed and stuff like that. I don't buy books. I don't keep books. I can't get back in that habit again. And I've saved a ton of money doing that, but I did buy number 4 for obvious reasons. So
I was gonna say, like, you need that one so that she can like sign it or something. If you see her,
yeah,
one of that way, because since you're the character, you need that one.
Yeah.
Well, it's $13.99 for the third one in Kindle format. So,
and that's expensive for a Kindle.
Yeah, I was like, well, that's what I was gonna say. You might as well just go ahead and buy the paperback for $19. It's a Kindle, it's not $13, but I was like, wow.
Cation said, wow, I wonder if it will come down the closer to number 4 coming out. I've seen that happen before. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
And aren't a couple of them on Audible? Or no? Like as Audible Plus? I know she has quite a few series that every once in a while, a couple of the books in each series will be on Audible Plus.
Now, I don't know if this is other people selling or whatever it is, but it has a hardcover of the third one is $6.64
What is that
on Amazon.
Oh.
But like I know there's sellers, that people can sell on Amazon. So
Oh, okay.
I said I don't know, but that's just crazy because it has the paperback is $19.99, but the hardcover it says is $6.64. And I
Wow.
was just like, okay, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that's odd. Oh, so the first one is available on Audible Plus, and the second one, but
Okay.
the third one's still one credit.
The pre-order for stocking around the Christmas tree, the Kindle is $18.99,
That's what I'm
and the
saying.
and it has a hardcover, so it's not even paperback. The hardcover is $29.99.
I pre-ordered it, but I didn't pay attention. I just, like I said, I never buy them, so I just thought, well,
Yeah. So, but they don't even have a paperback. It doesn't look like
yeah,
it.
it'll probably take.
So
Sometimes
yeah.
they come out like a year later or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
When she is locked in the glass shed, and the dude was, yes, yes, the person was like whispering, yeah.
Oh yes, like I see you. I know you're in there.
And that's when Ray like helped her, so I'm like, well,
And that's when you know that her Harlequin intrigue keeps coming out.
yeah. There's some romantic suspense potting right there. I creeped me out too. Yeah. And other news, loving that shirt. Exactly. My night shirt. St. Louis Blues. We're getting closer. I would be Miss Patty. I love Miss Patty. I'm kind of surprised she didn't send you one and sign it. I know she said she was going to. She sent me a message about it, so I'm sure she will. But I just wanted to buy one and support.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she did send me a message saying that she was going to. At the same time, she sent me the what she put as the dedication, where she said, "I enjoyed killing you," and I'm like, I think you're enjoying it a little too much at this point. Dial it down a notch. It's just in a book. Knock on wood.
Hey Lou, do you like listen to audiobooks or anything like that? Because Hoopla has the audiobooks. And you can get number 3 that
Oh
way.
yeah, I get it off Hoopla too. Actually, I think I got it off Libby. The first 2 are free on Audible. That's what I was saying. Like I knew it was.
I got mine off of Hoopla. So.
I would check on Barnes and Noble. I wouldn't either. I agree. It's too expensive for. Oh, it's coming out hardcover. Yeah, the Kindle price will go down when the paperback comes out. Hey, Jessica. Can only stay about 15 minutes. Got Big Brother on at 8. Gotcha. Well, it's good to see ya. That's just too much. Yeah. Oh, thank you for reminding me about Big Brother. There you go. What was I going to say? So, I'm glad that the series is continuing, obviously, but I feel like she just started the storyline of them like adding on an inn, and I'm like, you can't end this series now. Holly's gonna run this in, and we haven't even seen it, come to life yet.
I want to say this one thing. If anybody likes to shop like used and like abesbook.com, they've got like slashing through the snow for like $3.39 and stuff like that.
Oh.
You got to pay a little shipping or whatever, but it might not be as much. Sometimes you can find some free shipping. Or thriftbooks.com might have something like that.
Yeah.
I'm a thrifter, so that's why I was like, I'm gonna go look on the thrift.
Yeah, definitely. Because I hope there is Cookie in every book, Lucky, because she's one of my favorite characters. So
She's like the main side character. She has to be there.
Yeah, I would also like to know, who is your favorite side character? I like Caroline a lot, or Caroline. Caroline, I think.
I think
I can't remember which one they say.
I can't either.
Anyways, I like her a lot, but I think Cookie is where it's at,
Yeah,
just
Cookie.
personally.
I like in this one you're not really getting to know him very much. I like Nick. Is it Nick? Is that him or Chris? The Santa guy.
Oh,
The guy. I liked him. And
gotcha.
wasn't that kind of Christmassy, whimsical there? You know, toward the end or whatever. She's like, but that dumpster wasn't there. And the end is done. And it's like, no, the end wasn't. She was just there. No, it wasn't done. And it's like, oh, Santa Claus been there.
I liked. I also liked Ray.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I mean, we talked about it, but I do like he's growing on me more and more.
Yeah.
And somebody said Theodore. Of course, Theodore. I mean, that's a given. And the cat, Cindy Lou Who. That was she in this at all? Oh, a little bit. Very little
bit,
though.
Because
not compared to book one.
Yeah, she went to stay with the parents while things were going.
And I know she says something like, somebody said Cindy Lou Who doesn't like me. And Holly says, I don't think Cindy Lou Who likes even me, or something like that. Like alluded to, like she doesn't like anybody. But in the book one, she was really a big, character. So I like.
I think after one of the things happened and they wanted her to go stay with their parents, that Cindy Lou Who lived over there for a little bit. Because she's like, oh, she's still with my parents. So.
Sorry for the repeat. Oh, no problem. I hope Christopher comes back to build something else. So no problem. I appreciate the info, Storm. I'll probably order from
Oliver's? I don't think I know that place.
I don't either. Is that a thrift store, Lou? Tell us. Theodore. Slashing Through the Snow is on Scribd in an audiobook format. Thank you, Angela. Or Scribd. Is it Scribd or Scribed?
I call it Scribd.
I hear it both ways. Whatever it is, it's on there.
However you say it, I guess.
Theodore and Cookie, and then I like Ray. Yeah. That's probably my order, too. I mean, Theodore's a given.
I like Libby. I think Libby's going to be a good character because, like, she's, like, ended up being, like, Holly's partner in crime there.
That's what I'm saying. I think when Caroline's not around, Libby's a good like partner in crime. And I think that sometimes Caroline is more level-headed, whereas Libby's like, all Holly had to say was, do you want to go and get out of the house? And she's like, yeah, let's, and whereas like Caroline would need much more prodding to help her. Yeah.
Caroline would be like, but it's against the law, right? My parents would not allow this.
Yeah. Yeah. I loved Libby in this one. Oh, her parents. Sorry, Jen, hold on. Her parents, like, putting her in isolation because they didn't want people to know she's in jail. Like, regardless, I mean, how cruel of parents, man. I mean, like, just to save an image when, I mean, clearly, well, hopefully you didn't believe.
Well, they shouldn't have put her in that position in the first place by making her go out with that guy she didn't want to.
That's true. Yeah.
And then he got handsy and see.
I loved Libby in this one. I hope she stays around. She does. I will tell you that. But Cookie is my favorite. Gotcha, Jen. Christy said, I missed it. What's the name of the book that is $18 on Kindle? Slashing Through the Snow. Book 3.
The next book in the series that we're talking about, The Christmas Tree Farm.
Have you read it? Christy, let us know if you've read it already. Cookie favorite. Sonia, you will not be disappointed in the third with the Cookie level. That's what I'm saying. Like that. Yeah, I agree, Alicia.
The things that Cookie can come up with sometimes it cracks me up.
I think her parents are precious, the kind of parents that everyone would want. Chris is the Santa guy, and I liked that touch. A little Christmas magic. Yeah,
that's why I was like, this one is so whimsical. Like the whole like series is whimsical, but this one is when it starts to get a little bit more whimsical, I thought.
Yeah. Yep. Slash into the snow. Angela said, "You don't see the parents a lot, but I like them. The dad had a good scene with Holly in this book. Yeah, when she was rescued.
Yeah, and I was gonna say something about that. I like the fact that the parents are like pretty prevalent in like the whole like series. They're like always there. They always got her back, and it's both of them. It's like the mom and the dad. Because a lot of times you get aunts and uncles, or one of the parents is deceased and they've come back, or whatever. But you got a good solid parents in this one. Just good solid parents.
Yeah.
Her father doesn't want her sleuthing because she gets in trouble.
Right? I like the Chris character too. He's definitely Santa. Yeah.
I don't know why. I want to call him Nick just because I'm thinking of Santa, but it's Chris.
I like Ray and Son better in this one. I love he and Libby together. Yeah.
Yeah. I think they'd be cute.
I agree. I do like that it's always Cindy Lou Who and never just Cindy. Yeah. She says, "Thank you, Lou." Yeah. Yes, Alibris is used and new. Okay. I've never heard that.
Yeah,
Thank
I've
you,
never
Lou.
heard of that either, yeah.
The Runaway Sleigh Ride is going to give
Oh,
me
yeah.
nightmares and make me really leery in December when we do carols and carriage. Oh, that's so fun.
That was definitely some of her intrigue coming out there. I mean,
Yeah.
the paintballs, shooting paintballs and all kinds of stuff. And
I was like,
the
somebody
water.
just walked by the screen, but it was my husband.
Yeah, I know. Well, I was like, who is that?
It's
like,
Kevin.
oh.
He's coming. But I was like, there's some man that just walked by the screen. And I looked up, I was like, oh.
Just was unexpected.
I don't know what I was thinking. I have no idea.
But I think the runaway sled thing was, it was crazy. But it was the whole like she was in the ice thing that got me. Like, oh, that was pretty intense there. They got to rescue her before she dies.
Yeah,
and that wasn't even the end game part. That was.
Yeah.
So I think this one overall had quite a few like little intense parts that you can tell that she writes Harlequin intrigue.
Agree. Oh, a Carolyn favorite or Caroline. Gosh, I just can't even remember. Is my favorite thing Cookie. Gotcha. I think she is such a sweet character, especially considering like she grew up with those parents, and particularly like when she says stuff like, "Oh, I wasn't allowed to cry," or just randomly she'll be like, "Oh, I don't know what anger feels like because I wasn't allowed to be angry." I'm like, what? It's unbecoming a woman and a mayor's daughter. I'm like, how did you turn out so well? So I think that she's a very strong character. You're so welcome. I keep forgetting about the Bonnie and Clyde series and the Thelma and Louise. I just put them on hold at my library. Can't wait for the next Christmas tree farm. I will definitely.
Yeah, I still need to get to both of those series too.
I've read some of the Bonnie and Clyde. It's really, really, really fun, but I have not checked out the Thelma and Louise yet, although I really want to. I just think she sounds like she enjoyed killing me a little too much. Just saying. One thing I love about this series, so many great side characters. True.
Yeah, you just kind of like everybody pretty much. And there's like the ones that are, grumpy or grouchy or whatever it is, they're the ones that get bumped off. So there's no like growly ones. There's none
Unless you count Samantha. She's throwing.
She's crazy though.
Posters.
She's not like growly, but she's crazy. She was fun.
She's growly with a side of crazy, or crazy with a side of growly. Bonnie and Clyde.
I'm guessing I'm thinking like no old lady grouchy type.
No, I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant. And I really do think that if I cannot remember, she's in the third one. We saw, like, I think she will actually be a friend if she sticks around once she kind of, calmed down a little when they were in the wine shop. Bonnie and Clyde is so good. I just finished a series last month. Yeah, right? They are horrible. There's so many good side characters in this series. I hope we get Scooter's story in the future. If he is working for the Department of Defense, she could do a lot with his story. So I'm wondering what she's going to do with book 5, because she just said on a live, and I think Storm mentioned this. She said he was just like thrown in there as a diversion. And then she said that she started getting all these emails like, what happened to Scooter? Where's Scooter? And she's like, I wrote him in as like he was supposed to be like a cameo of a, So she said, I'll have to think about putting more of him in. So I'm wondering, Danielle, what she's going to do with that. That also could be a fun Christmas in July novella.
Yeah, that would be. Yeah, what happened to Scooter? It's the what happened to Scooter novella. He was off, on some kind of, and it's like, is he really in the Department of Defense, or was he just saying that? It's like, who is Scooter? Because you don't really know. You didn't get enough information. You don't really know.
Christy said, yes, I've read them. I binged the entire series so far in December and January. It's so good. Yes, it's so good. I agree. When I first read the first book, I kept thinking the parents would turn out to be Santa and Mrs. Santa. That would be awesome. But then we got Chris. And the parents are so welcoming to everyone in her life. Yeah. Yeah. Jessica said, Cajun, I'm super excited. I love everything she writes, so I'm excited to start it, as well as Thelma and Louise. I hope it isn't Tiffany's Assailant. Which one? Which one? Are you saying that you think Chris kills me? Or Scooter? Scooter's not that kind of guy. I don't know what his story is, but I feel it in my bones. I love Cookie. Yes, Cookie. Jeez, yeah.
Without reading your book, since you're like, I think you're a Nutcracker or whatever ballerina, it's probably going to be one of the people that work in the thing that don't like you, because you took the Nutcracker part. You were the Sugar Plum Fairy probably, and they wanted to be
ballerina, of course.
They wanted your spot.
I like Caroline. I understand her struggles with her parents. They're yeah. Hey Bianca, she says hello. Oh, we're not going to give any spoilers. We didn't even give any spoilers for this one. So you
tried very hard, and we haven't even mentioned who the bad guy was.
Nope.
Or bad girl, or bad goat.
Nope. Oh, the shadow behind you. Oh, gotcha. I was hoping the shadow behind you wasn't an assailant. Gotcha. Gotcha. Scooter's not that good. That's hilarious. So who's read book 3 and who's read book 4? Has anybody read the Ark? Because I mean, it was on the read now for the Ark.
I have it. I haven't read
I have it too. And I've been so tempted, but I haven't.
I know I was, and I even said, I was like, I'm going to read it in July because, I have it and I can do it, and I can do Christmas in July, because that's usually when me and my friend Barb usually read it, but I held off.
So who's read book 3? Who's read book 4? And if you've read book 4, did you figure out who killed me?
Without giving away spoilers.
Yeah, I don't want, obviously.
I've read book 3.
I've read book 3, but I don't remember it.
Well, like I said, I only remember that stuff about Boston ramps up a little bit in that one. I remember that part. And then I remember how it ends. Yeah. Not like who the killer is, but like how it ends. Like,
gotcha.
Because I thought it was really sweet. So I remember that part.
The biggest thing that I remembered about this series of the reread was the body discovery in this book.
Yeah.
It just really like...
Yeah, like I don't even remember who gets, like in 3, I don't even know who gets killed. I don't remember. Like,
I don't remember either.
So,
Once I start reading
so
it,
it'll be
I'll,
yeah.
but
So it'll be fun to re-listen, and it was really easy to like. I listened to this one on like 2.2 speed, I think it was,
I hate to.
and it was so easy to keep going with it and stuff because I had already had read it.
Yeah.
It was like, oh yeah, 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 and I could keep up with it going really fast because it was like,
Same.
and yeah, I like finished it like this afternoon or something, and I was like, whew, I got it done. Started yesterday, got done today.
Yeah, I think I started it yesterday, the day before, but I got it finished really quick because same thing. We're all going to be wearing shirts that say "Not that kind of goat," right? I read 3 last year, have 4, but waiting to read it.
Yep,
Okay,
same here. I've had
I'm
book 4
you
since like
guys
the
so far.
beginning of the year, and it's like, ooh, come on.
Indeed, says Lou. I have the arc. I haven't read it yet. I have so many things to read. I feel you. I feel you. Bianca says, "Oh, she has read book 4." Okay.
Did you figure it
I
out?
did figure the killer out. I'm going back up to
Oh,
Alicia. I didn't mean, I just wanted to. Okay. Bianca, job well done, my friend. Alicia said, read 3rd book earlier this month, not 4th book. Gotcha. I have read book 3. Right? She kind of needs, Sonia, that needs to be a shirt.
yep.
See y'all later. I'm heading over to PK Sprints. Bye, Hannah. I'm waiting to read book 3 in September and book 4 in October, so they are fresh for the live shows. Yeah.
Same here.
People saying bye. I am with Jen. I will be doing the same. Gotcha. I have read book 3 and have 4 pre-ordered. I am just a reader, so I can't get an advance copy. I have a reminder on my calendar for the release date, though. So if you want to do arcs, you can as a reader. We're all readers. If you sign up, which is free, to like NetGalley, or what's the other one, Edelweiss or something. I don't use that one.
Edelweiss, but Edelweiss is hard to get stuff off
I
of,
know
so I
I don't
usually
use
don't.
that one, but
I don't talk about it as much. Yeah, because I get denied there way more than I do NetGalley.
it's called NetGalley. I'll put it in the.
All you need is a Goodreads or something like that to be able to do
All they
NetGalley.
want to know is that you have somewhere that you're going to post it, like she said, like Goodreads or Amazon, and then you just request the books you want, and don't be heartbroken if they deny you, because it's a
I
tease.
get denied by a lot of the big ones, like a lot more than I do little ones, like Macmillan or whatever gets me all the time. I'm like, really? Come on. But they're funny because there's some of them though. It's so funny. I'll get denied on like NetGalley, and I'll go to Edelweiss and I'll like put it in there, and then they're like, "You're approved," and I'm like, "Really?
Yeah.
I'm the same person you denied on NetGalley. You do know that, right?"
Yeah. Oh, I will probably think Scooter did it. I roll. Me too. Me too.
There you go. That's another shirt. Scooter did it.
Bianca said, I usually don't figure it out, so he's super proud. Nice, Bianca.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Read book 3, plan to buy 4. Nice. That was just me putting the site in for the arcs. I get denied all the time.
It's really weird because like Berkeley, I think I have a love-hate relationship with Berkeley because like I'll get approved for one book and denied for the next one, and approved for one and denied for one, and approved for one. And it's like, really?
Yeah. Yeah, you just never know.
And it's usually the one that I want the most that I get denied on, and it's like, really?
Well, that's usually what happens to me too. And then I'll get approved for something that I didn't really even, it's not that I didn't want it, but that like, that I'm okay with waiting. And then, yeah. So I think I've got denied like the last 3 or 4 Ellie Alexander. I'm like, how dare you? At this point, it's just offensive. I don't now. Could it be that I like glutton for
Kensington, I'm like
punishment by
on auto
continuing
approved. I
to?
got auto approved a long time ago for like Kensington, so
Oh,
that one
nice.
can be like really hard because like I like their romances and they've got good mysteries and they got cozies, and so I have to be really careful with myself, or I could go a little happy.
Yeah, they Kensington has great cozies. Yeah. Um, I guess there's something to be said. Like if we're always denied by somebody, it's probably we're a glutton for punishment by continuing to. Because every time I'm like, oh, there's an Ellie Alexander book. No.
I get denied by Disney, I think, more than anybody though.
Oh. I think for me, I get denied by um St. Martin's Press more than anybody. I think it's St. Martin's. Is that one? St.
Yeah,
Martin's?
I think I get denied quite a bit by St. Martin's too, but I will push it for a Disney middle grade book all the time because like,
Mm.
oh, this sounds like really good, with the fact that I know I'm not gonna get it. I'm just like, we gonna try.
Yeah. I mean, you might as well shoot your shot. You never know.
Yeah, you never know.
All they can say is no.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
They
because
try to
there's
be
that
nice
one
about
time
it.
you'll be surprised and it's like, really?
Yeah.
I
They
got
try to
one.
be nice about it. They're like, it could be that we
Yeah.
just are saying no, or it could be that too many other people requested before you.
Yeah,
I'm like, I
we
know the truth.
only had so many that we were
Yeah,
letting you.
I know the
They're
truth.
nice about it. They try to be nice about it.
They do. Cases of
Maybe you
okay,
should
phone
go
call.
and check to make sure you have, the category selected. That's also one thing too. Like on your categories, if there's a certain type of book you're wanting, you have to have in your like profile that is a category that you read.
Yes, or that. Yep,
So,
that's true.
or you get them.
I did just get approved for a couple books that I was really shocked about within the last week or so, and I hadn't requested books in a long time. I have really limited myself. Y'all would be very, very, very proud. Um, I limited myself a lot, but I did just get approved for the new Mount Lodge from Diane Kelly,
Oh yeah.
and then the new Peg Cochran's Cranberry series. And I got both of them approved right away. I was like, yeah, I felt pretty good about myself. Now that we have done this, I can go back to reading in season without harassment.
Until next month. And then we'll be like, are you gonna pick up book 3?
Yeah. Um, and then it'll start Halloween books and then Christmas. I mean, it's just, but then it'll be in season. So, and I don't know why you would say Storm was harassing you. I mean, I think that's a little extreme to say Storm harassed you. I mean,
You can tell which one out of the two of us is the Christmas crazy, right?
I don't know what you're talking about. Kyrie, take off the Santa bow tie. You're making me look bad. He looked up at me like, what are you talking about, Mom? It's okay. I was just teasing. You'll bother me. I went request happy and put myself in a hole. Oh, have I done that, Bianca?
When I first got NetGalley, like 2012, maybe 11, I've had it for a while. Yeah, I went like, it's like, oh, look at all these pretty things, and then not thinking I get like accepted or whatever it is, and then like everybody was like, okay, and I'm like, really? I thought I would get denied a whole bunch, and then it's like, oh, now I've got an overload, and so I definitely have a NetGalley pile of shame.
I'm trying not to request so I can get my, and until I requested those two, I hadn't in a very long time. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I requested the new Ellie Alexander, but I was denied.
I've done a lot better this year on requesting than I have previous years.
By far, me too. I've never paid
I have to
attention
say
to who
that's
denies me, but those emails cause me anxiety. I see them. Yes. I'm like, did I get accepted? Yeah. And sometimes like after so long a period, I'm just like, okay, clearly they've denied me, but you didn't get anything. And then all of a sudden, like out of nowhere, you'll get approved. And I'm like, this book's been on request
Yeah.
for months.
That's why I said, a lot of them, if you look at your denies and it's not on there, it's still pending. And I can have some like several months after it's been out. It's all of a sudden it's like you're approved for this book, and I'm like, but that book's been out for a while. So it's like, are y'all having trouble? Is nobody reading your book?
Well, that could be.
You want somebody to read your book?
Or, maybe some of the reviews made it lower in the percentage, so they want
trying to get
Jessica said, thanks for live. Hopefully you can make the next one for the whole thing. Off to watch Big Brother. Night, everyone. Bye, Jessica. Have a good night. Approved or not, sorry. My iPad kept freezing. We knew what you meant. You are good. Sonia said, I'm meeting Diane Kelly in October, so she is next on my list. That is so cool. That is so cool. Well, the Mountain Lodge series, because I read the first in her Southern Homebrew, loved it. The Mountain Lodge series, I think I got too excited about it. I know that's shocking that I would get too excited about something, but I got myself a little too excited about a Mountain Lodge cozy. And then I ended up only giving the first book 3 stars. However, I read the second one, and the second one was a 5-star out of the park. So I'm really excited about number 3. But that is so cool. That is really cool. I don't think I said Storm. I knew what you meant, bestie. That Storm kept harassing you. We won't say anything more. Unless I hit a mini stroke and are unaware. I always get Anne of Green Gables. I'm not really mad about it. They send me all the Anne of Green Gables. Oh, on NetGalley? Wait.
Yeah, probably because she's Sonia with an I. Like,
oh, well, that makes sense.
Anne with an E. So,
gotcha. All right, everyone. Thanks for the discussion. We will be back here for the. Do you think that you were going somewhere? My room's like, oh, you're wrapping up. He's all right. Come here, baby. Come on. Okay.
Slashing through the snow.
Slashing through the snow. September 27th, I think.
I think that's what I said.
Well, I have it. Hold on one second. Okay, so there she is.
Yeah, September 27th.
Yes, and hers, Julian Lindsay's on the Cozy Queens is September 10th. So make sure you go to that.
Right? Hers are always on
hers are on Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern, and she goes chapter by chapter. It's really a lot of fun. So that is September 10th, and then ours is September 27th. And then I've also got a couple interviews coming up that I'm really excited about in September. That I'm finalizing, kind of trying to finalize dates, but I'm excited about those. Those are going to be good ones. Let me see about real quick comments. I know, baby. Kyra's like, but you said you were up. I am planning on the Mountain Lodge. I'm playing the Mountain Lodge. I'm also Vivian Chan and Ellie Alexander. I'm going to have them sign my reading journal. Yes, on NetGalley. That is so cool.
That's like cool that you have them like sign your reading journal, because it's like, this is where I read the book or whatever it is. They could sign where you read the book or whatever. Because have you seen her like reading journal? Like she puts these little like synopsis, like a little like what she thought of the book and like what it's about for each of her books. And I think that's like really cool because we were talking about 40 plus brains are not very good anymore. I can remember.
Bye, Jennifer. Yes, Jen. Thanks for the discussion. Everybody have a great night. I just realized this is a read along, not a review live. Yeah, because we try not to get too in depth or spoily, because I don't want to ruin anybody's reading experience that hasn't read it. Yes. Thank you for all the great t-shirt suggestions. They were fabulous. And I'm
Yes.
sorry that Storms harassed you so much about holiday cozies. I feel like this will end soon, Sonia. Stick with me. And
I would only bug her about Halloween. So
I don't think anybody believes of the two of us that thanks so much. I'll get a hold of book 3 and read it before the next discussion. And then Sonia says, oh, thanks, Storm. Night, everyone. You are never late. All right, everybody. Thanks for the discussion. Everybody have a great night. Thanks, Storm.
yep.
Bye, all.
All right.
Merry Christmas. What you doing?